What they have in Bard now is they have extensions in Bard. In the upper right-hand corner, and when you click on Bard extensions, you will see that Google has a service called Google Flights. They pull in real-time flight information. They have Google Hotels. That's a tool they have in their search feature. When you search for flights or search for hotels, they do pull up a lot of things. They have Google Maps, and you can see the on-off button is turned on for these. They have YouTube because YouTube is a public site for the most part, but they have Google Workspace turned off. It is possible to have Bard connect to your Gmail account, your Google Drive, and your Google Docs, and it can use AI to help assemble things together for you in doing that type of thing. So I didn't turn it on yet. In the area where it says flights and hotels and maps, you can see there's an @ sign in front of that. So if you type in your prompt and you add the @flights, that will trigger Bard to access Google Flights data. If you use @hotels, that will trigger Bard not just to do a generic hotel search, but to actually specifically search Google Hotels. And the same with Maps, YouTube, and your workspace areas. So it works very effectively that way. Now, I was trying a few things out this morning. I'm going to try a new chat. I'm going to drag a picture from my desktop into the chat prompt area. Google now has the ability for you to upload an image. It's a small icon down here at the bottom, but you can literally drag and drop an image into your prompt area here. This happens to be Florence. Okay, so what I'm going to ask it is, and I don't have to know the location. I can say, find a historical video at YouTube about this location. Now, it worked this morning. Let's see if it works. I pulled some videos about the Florence Cathedral, which happens to be what the picture is when I was in Florence last spring. So it has some good ones. Here's a YouTube video. How was the world's biggest dome built? How an amateur built it, the BBC documentary, Il Duomo explained. If you're looking on YouTube and finding things, that's great if you know how to search YouTube, but it can be tedious. But now you can use Bard to search and find things on YouTube and get very specifically. I wanted a historical video, not just a travel video. So I could even ask it, what are some other things I can do a trip to this location? I didn't ask it specifically to pull up YouTube videos on this prompt. I just asked it, what are some other things I can do on a trip to this location? But it pulled up some other things. Other monuments, explore the Uffizi Gallery. I did that, actually. Cross the Ponte Vecchio. I did that. Visit the Galleria dell'Accademia. Did that. Climb to the top of the Duomo. Didn't get into that. I visited the Piazza. You could even ask Google to create a itinerary for you if you wanted to. Take the top 3 places and plan an itinerary. But let's do something a little different now in Bard. So let me start a new chat, and I'm going to drag a picture of a location where I went on a trip to the Pyrenees in Spain, and I don't know the exact location, but I really enjoyed it. Now, if you just enter the @ sign, you see how it prompts you for the tool, and it'll automatically insert the Google Maps capability. So let's see if this one works. Now, it's a great area to go hiking in, lots of hiking trails around this area of Spain. And I just want to find some areas, get an idea of where to go on there on maps. Sure, okay. Los Cazadores, a 2.5-mile loop trail in a national park. Okay, Park Natural, hiking trails, several that are 2 to 3 miles long, on a few others. And this shows me on Google Maps where these hikes are and where I can go. So it's integrating. So Bard is leveraging Google's other resources. Let me try something like what is the latest trend in the price of oil and see how recent it pulls up information, because that would be a good way to find out if it's pulling information from the web. I don't know how close it's going to get or whether it's going to search the web. And it does. If you read here, it says the latest trend in the price of oil is slightly downwards on Wednesday, September 20th, 2023. And Bard also has Google Lens in it as well, as we looked at from finding this picture. We just said, plan some hikes near this location. And it was able to recognize the location from the image. And it's integrated a lot with the Google tools for flights, hotels, maps, YouTube, Workspace. And when you enter the prompt, as we saw, the prompt actually gives you the ability to type in something. And if you want to mention an @ sign, it'll bring up a list of the services that you can enter and access in the prompt itself. So it doesn't matter if you go to Google Maps, they really did a major update, but these ability to leverage the database out there is amazing.